Hey, good morning, everybody. We're going to go over our course tomorrow. I know with it being Glen Valley tonight, it's kind of difficult to go over this. And it looks like my audio is going slow. So I'm just going to exit out of the camera. Okay. So follow along. This is our course for tomorrow. And I think I have the Ks down. This might not be exactly right. They did not mark where the 1-2K is on the course. But just generally speaking, this should be pretty close to what it is. So the red is going to be the first K. The yellow is going to be the second K. And that teal is going to be the final K. Okay. We're going to go through this if you want to follow along with my mouse, and we'll see what we can accomplish today. All right. So as you can see, the start line is right here, and it's a pretty quick run to that first turn. Now, I want you to take a second before we kind of go through this first K to just look at the first K. Look at how many turns, how many tight turns there are going to be. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tight turns in this first K. All right. Which means if I was running this race, I know we practiced our starts yesterday, I would make it a priority to make sure that you have your position, that you start off really strong and you have your position by that first turn. Okay. Because otherwise, it's going to be really difficult to make your passes when you're going to have to go around people on the outside throughout these turns. And it's going to be tight. Okay. There's going to be, in the first race, there's going to be 30 boys. And in the second race, there might be upwards of 60 boys. Okay. So that tells me you need a really good start, get out there fast, get your positioning so that you can make these turns without too much worry. Okay. At this beginning part, from about here to until you get on the track, it's going to be really hard to make passes. It's going to be really hard to get into your pace. So again, if I was running this race, I would start off pretty quick, get your position, be where you need to be by this first turn, and then as you make your way through around the baseball field, around the bleachers, and then onto the track, make sure you hold that position. Okay, keep on that inside. So once you make that first turn, keep on the inside, and then kind of go over, keep on the inside, keep on the inside. And then when you get on your track or on the track, that's when you should start settling into your pace. Okay, this from here at the start line to here to the track, you need to make sure that you're going pretty quick so that you can establish that position. Okay, because otherwise it's going to be really difficult to get into the groove and to catch up if you're behind at this first part of the race. Now, when you're on the track, this is where you can start to settle, okay? There's only one sharp turn on the track, and that's when you exit. Make sure you stay to the side, the inside part of the track. Don't run on the outside part of the track because you're running more, okay? So stay on the inside of the track. Now, I know some of you have really enjoyed running like off the track on the field this year. Don't do that. You don't want to turn an ankle. Just stay in lane one, be on the left side of lane one, but don't go too aggressive on that line. Okay? So settle into your group, get around the track. Kwani and I will be somewhere around here where that first K is. Again, that might not be exact, but it's going to be close. You're going to turn, and then this second K is really, really simple. And this second K is, you should be in your groove at this point. And it's not going to be the most exciting K in the world, okay? Because it is going to be kind of a mostly straight line on this side, on the left side of campus. And then it is a long straightaway until that third K begins, okay? And as we talked about before, especially with you veterans, man, long straightaways can be great because you can kind of keep your same pace, but they can also be brutal because it looks like it's a long way, okay? Remember, a 3K is a 3K. All courses, even though they're different, they are the same distance, okay? So don't let a long straightaway mess with your head. At this point, you should be going that pace. Remember those paces that we practiced on Monday when we were on the track? That's the speed that you should be going throughout this entire thing, okay? Now, Kalani and I, one of us will be right here. This is when the third K will begin, okay? And that third K, it's going to be pretty quick, all right? Don't let this deceive you. This is not there's a lot of turns, and it's going to be a lot of going for position at this final part of the race. So as you get into your third K, again, you have two kind of long straightaways on this L right here. And then you'll go behind the soccer field and the baseball fields. And if I were you, once you get to that concession stand, once you make that turn around the baseball field, you need to start increasing that speed for your final sprint. Okay, you're not doing your final sprint yet, but you're increasing. You want to make sure that if there is an orange shirt or a purple shirt in front of you, that you have identified them and you're kind of playing in your mind, okay, I'm going to make my move. I'm going to get in position to make my move as you kind of round this straightaway. Again, this L right here, you should be getting yourself in position. There is going to be a very, very, very sharp turn, okay? That sharp turn is an actual gate. So you're going to get through the soccer field, and then you're going to turn around pretty quickly. Make sure you are on the inside of that, okay? Especially if you're a small dude. If you're on the outside of that, you're done, okay? Because this, from here to here, is not that much position. So you need to make sure that sorry, I'm not focusing. You need to make sure that when you round this turn that you're in the position you want to be in, because this is going to be a sprint, okay? As you can kind of see, this is probably about 3/4, maybe one full lap, maybe a little bit less than that. And it should take you about 1:15 to 1:30 to sprint this, okay? So that's not a lot of time. So again, when you're at that concession stand, start to make your move, start to identify who you're going to pass or who you're going to keep behind you. As you round that turn, keep it tight, and then you need to go, okay? Start to increase it to about 90% and then let loose when you go down a little bit to that finish line, okay? That's pretty much it, okay? So if I had to do a quick sum of this entire race, this first part is all about positioning and getting out fast. And then once you get on the track, you're going to set your pace. You're going to keep that pace all the way up here until you get to that concession stand, okay? Halfway through your third K. As you get halfway through your third K, identify who you're going to pass, make sure you round that tight, and then you go for your final sprint, okay? We need to finish strong tomorrow, people. This is going to be a good team, or I should say there are going to be two good teams that we're going to go up against. Clark Pleasant in particular, the orange team, they have a lot of kids. And when you have a lot of kids, that generally means that they're a pretty good program, okay? They're going to be in contention for the county or the conference title this year. So make sure we bring our best tomorrow. Make sure you study this map over. And don't worry, tomorrow we'll go ahead and try to run this, jog it before we actually meet, okay? All right, that's all from me. I will see you tonight at Glens Valley and tomorrow at the meet.